Hey everybody, I got a quick little video for you today. I just wanted to make a note about, let's say somebody comes up to you and gives you a sheet of paper with chords and lyrics on it. Alright, I had this happen to a patron and they asked me about it, so I thought this would be a good video. Alright, so what'll happen is, somebody might hand you something like this, or it looks, you're looking at it and you're like, oh wow, this looks complicated, I don't know what to do. Alright, so and it might say, let's see right here, it says key of B flat, Capo 3, play in G. Alright. So here's what you need to know about that stuff. Alright. If somebody wants you to play something with them or something like that, and you have that sheet of paper, or even if you see that sheet of paper, like I just showed you, if you see that online or something, and you're like, oh my goodness, what does all this mean? What do I do? Alright, here's what you do. If you're by yourself, playing on your banjo, and you see that, and it's, let's say it's a guitar chord sheet, and I say that because that is the most common thing you're going to see. Online, stuff like that. You're going to see that more commonly than anything else. You're going to see it in guitar format. Alright. Now, I'm going to ask you to do one little quick thing, basically. And that is, I've got a video called Watch the Guitar, and that's a very good video. Basically, what it means is, what it's saying is, get your cues from the guitar chords that are being played, okay? If a guitar is tuned normally, and a banjo is tuned normally, then them two can play together, okay? They can play together anyway, but I'm just saying they can play together and play the same chords, okay? They can mirror the same chords, all right? Now you can play complementary chords and all that. I'm not getting into that. But what I'm getting into is, if a guitar is playing a G chord, then you can play a G chord on your banjo, which is open. If a guitar is playing a C chord, etc., etc., etc. Doesn't matter what key the song is in. If the song says key of B flat, key of C, key of blah, 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 blah. If that guitar is in standard tuning, and you might want to learn that too, it doesn't take long to learn that, okay? But if that guitar is in standard tuning, you can copy the chords they're playing. They are playing in the correct key, okay? Now, if you're by yourself and you see that paper and it says Capo 3, key of B flat, blah, 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 play in G. You don't have to pay any attention to that if you don't want to. Now, it's going to sound better if you do that. But you can play things in using the capo in different spots, keys. All that capo does is make you be able to play the same fingering for your chords as you would with the banjo being open. That's all that capo does, okay? Which is a great thing, because you don't want to learn all these different fingerings, especially to start out with. That's kind of difficult, to start out with. So when you get that sheet of paper, or you get that whatever, that's great, because you'll be able to look at the chords and look at them lined up with the lyrics and everything, and it'll make it much easier for you. But if you don't have that sheet or anything like that, don't worry about it. Take a look at that guitar and watch what they're doing. And those common chords, G, C, D, F, E minor, those are played over and over and over again. If you can recognize that on a guitar, you can play it. Now, if someone hands you that sheet of music and says, like happened with this person, and says, hey, let's play this together. You guys play it together. You play it just like it's written on the sheet. So, and then you guys can capo however you want or arrange it however you want. I didn't want to take too long with this video, but playing things in the key that it's intended to be played in is usually for a singer or the certain sound that they want. So don't worry about it too much. You find what you like, and if you have other people with you, whatever. You know, you'll see my sheets. Like this was for a band. See how it says quiet, it says intro. Like we just play the same intro chords again there. We do things, you know, we change things as we go and make them sound good for us. So, like here's another one. Let's see. See this right here? We've changed the chord. We've made a chord that we like the sound of better. I mean, it's a complementary chord. It's a G that's played all throughout it. But they wanted us to play a D there, and we played a G because we like the way that sounded. You know, you'll see things like this. Ugh, I don't know if you can see that. Big giant 2 on there. That just means capo 2. All right? So you make things your own. Here's one where, here we go. This one we made all our own here. Capo 3. I've got a break in there. You know, you just, you work things out the way you want to do it. Anyway, I hope that cleared up some things for you. And really, one of the best things you can do, like I said, is watch that guitar and learn those chords. Now, if you're just by yourself, again, don't worry about it. Look up the guitar chords for some song, whatever song you want to play. Look up the guitar chords because that's the easiest. You know, you can sometimes find some banjo arrangements for something. But what I like to do is make a song my own and arrange it myself. And if I'm going to play with a guitar, which is 99% of what you're either playing with a guitar or a fiddle. I mean, or both. So, you know, if you look up those guitar chords, and if that guitar puts on a capo, you put on a capo. If you do that, it's going to be so easy. I don't want to make this complicated for y'all. I'm not going to get into the circle of fifths and all these music theory things. I'm not all that great on music theory, and you don't have to know all that to play and have fun. But anyway, so if you're sitting at home and you go, you know, I want to play Walk the Line, and I want to play it the way Johnny Cash played it, or whatever, look up the chords. It's out there already, I guarantee you. Look up the chords, and it'll even probably say capo 2 or whatever, you know. And here's a quick little tip too. If you ever want to make a song sound sad, or just bring it down, put a capo on 1. See what happens. It's so fun. I love doing that. You know, if I'm playing a sad song or whatever, I always capo 1. It just, it brings that heartache. And anyway, this, of course, has taken longer than I thought it was going to. But I hope that sort of helped you not be afraid so much of seeing, you know, seeing that. Unless it says... Unless the paper says anything other than standard tuning or something similar to that, it'll say like standard tuning or drop D or something like that for a guitar. If it's not in standard, then it's going to be different for you. So you want to find things in standard tuning. And I'm going to have you look that up for the 6 strings of the guitar, what the standard tuning is. All right? And memorize that. It's not that hard. Okay? You've got your banjo tuning memorized, or you should. You better. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. Hopefully that'll help you a little bit. And I want you to have a glorious day. And always remember, Jesus loves you. Bye-bye, y'all.